You were among the crew that arrived with Lambour, yes? I envy you. Free to see the world and make of your life whatever you wish. Shackles are not always made of iron. My destiny was decided when I was born a female. As the chief's only daughter, my duty is to marry into another clan, forging an alliance. It is our way and my fate. If only I had the courage. I want nothing more than to see the world before I marry. But I can't. Not without the blessing of my mother and grandmother. Go ahead. It won't do any good. Orc clans survived this way for many generations. It's simply how things are. I understand that, as much as it angers me. Of course, but that would mean abandoning my clan. I understand the importance of our traditions. I must be sure I'm doing the right thing. The clan chief is the only male who takes wives. The wives are crucial to the leadership and stability of the clan. Sons eventually try to take over the clan by strength, while daughters are married off to other clans. It's not that. I would enjoy the honor and responsibility of being a chief's wife. I just want to see the world, to live my life before I marry for the good of the clan.
Greetings, friend of Lambour. How can an old orc help you? I sensed Lokra found an ally in you, but your efforts are for naught. I cannot determine her path, nor can her mother or my son, the chief. Only Lokra can decide. Her sense of duty battles her desire to live her life. Many daughters have chosen exile over the years. I did once. While the decision is Lokra's alone, she seems to value your advice. She wishes to be free of guilt. She knows what she wants, but fears the consequences. Choices always come with a price. Lokra must choose and accept the cost. To follow her heart. Lokra knows what she wants, and she knows the cost. She wants to be free, but fears exile from the clan. Her heart knows the path she should follow. I trust you are here to help. Dark rituals are being performed around the island. I first smelled the corruption on the wind. Then my shaman found evidence at an Ayleid ruin nearby. The same cult that attacked the fortress. I sense a link between the attack and the rituals. There is a way to be certain. Chief Tazgol has forbidden me from pursuing this, so I ask you to. By the bridge to the south is a totem. Those who touch it see visions. It may show you a vision that links the attack to the rituals I feel corrupting the island. Follow wherever the vision leads you. You journey into danger. Choose your steps carefully. The land remembers those who tread upon it, for good or ill. The totem taps into these memories and shows us the ghosts of the past.
This was part of a larger plan, I'm sure of it. The Bloodthorn cult assaulted the fortress. They were repulsed, but they stole a Breton scroll the orcs found here long ago. Chief Tazgol thinks the attack failed, but I'm not so sure. The cultists retreated after the initial assault. They came here to steal that scroll, I'm sure of it. But why? Have they set a trap for us? We must know before the chief decides to attack. Start with Shaman Laganak. She witnessed Bloodthorn rituals in the Carved Hills. She's waiting by the Longhouse south of here. Cultists were also seen at Morricelli to the north, and Grimfield west of here. It's an Ayleid ruin. Years ago, Breton raiders attacked us. An outnumbered patrol held there for weeks until they were wiped out. Later, our army destroyed the raiders. It's just a ruin, really. I don't know what the Bloodthorn want with it. It's a graveyard. Not ours. Breton. When we conquered the islands hundreds of years ago, War Chief Isgul left it intact out of respect for our enemies. We don't desecrate graves, but the Bloodthorn cult will. Plenty of fresh bodies. It's mostly wilderness. There are Ayleid ruins, but they were looted long ago. I don't know what the Bloodthorns want there, but Lagonic might know more.
You stand on Orc soil, Outlander. Tread carefully. This is not a good time to visit our island. Vile scum called the Bloodthorn cult attacked. I got the name from one of the survivors before I split his skull. They're necromancers, defilers of the dead. We taught them a lesson. They won't be back. Moloch only knows, and I don't care. Whatever the reason, they died poorly and in great numbers. A few broke into my library, probably just to hide. Some old Breton scrolls are missing, likely destroyed in the attack. Breton scrawlings, bah! If they came for those, they wasted their lives.
Is there a reason you're in the Chief's chambers? If not, be on your way. You met my daughter then. She has spirit, I'll give her that. She'll make a worthy wife. So, she sent you to argue for her. She knows her duty. It is our way. The alliance her marriage makes for our clan will enable us to survive in these dangerous times. She is the Chief's only daughter. I would rather her be miserable and alive than dead on some fool adventure. But I don't expect an outsider to understand. Our lives belong to the clan. Its survival depends on marriage alliances more than strong sword arms. Lokra must accept her part and perform her duty. If you want to help, remind her of this. Maybe she'll listen to you.
I assume my family wasn't especially pleased with an outsider prying into our affairs. Remember, it was your idea. So what's your opinion, after talking to everyone? I really want to know. You're right. I value my family, but this is my life. I should live it as I choose. I'm gonna follow my heart. At last, I find myself looking forward to my future. Yes, I'll say my farewells first. It won't be easy, but I won't sneak out like a thief. My family has a right to hear it from my lips. I'll see you on the ship when you're ready to leave.
She was the beauty of the sea, the silverfish. But her captain drank, and she fetched aground. Such was the will of the divines.
The stench of these orcs is unbearable. She should be nearby.
You have the scroll. Rejoice that you did not fail. Varden will be pleased.
I live to serve my masters.
Go west to the Iliad site. The scroll's ritual should enable you to succeed where the others failed.
I will not fail you, mistress.
I meet you at last. I saw you defeat the scheming Redguard who rules Stros Mackay. I see great events swirling about you. Visions. This is one of 3 shrines around Betnik that give glimpses of events that affect many lives. They affect you in particular. Would you like to see them yourself? Burn these herbs at each shrine. You will receive a vision of things to come. I will be in my longhouse, should you have questions.
I know what you're planning, Your Grace.
What are you doing here? Leave my room at once.
I won't allow Alcair to fall into Redguard hands.
Alcair in Redguard hands? Tears of Set. You've gone mad.
I'm sorry, but this is the only way.
No! Please!
Now, read the scroll. The ritual it holds will send you into the spirit realm. Should you succeed, I will follow. In the name of the Bloodthorns, enter the spirit realm. Failure again. Perhaps an ancient curse lingers here. I will try the ritual in our lair.
Well, look who's here. Let me guess, you want into the Bloodthorn's secret lair. I unburdened their secret entrance of its lock. I've got your back, good looking. Looking for you? Lagonic told me you were headed this way, chasing the creeps who attacked the fortress. Sure, I tracked a few of them to their cave. Rather than poke around on my own, I decided to wait for you, my friend. And here you are. This place reminds me of the grave. Great memories. I'm gonna rob this place clean. Later. We could always ask them to leave the island. I'll catch up with you later. These bloodthorns need to be robbed.
You return. What did you learn of the Bloodthorn plans? The fools! Did they succeed? The dangers that face us become clearer. I will try to convince Chief Tazgol of this, though I doubt he will accept the word of an outsider. Your efforts on our behalf bring you honor. We must stop the cultists before their efforts bear fruit, to the ruin of us all.
You are one of us! Go, spread our gift! Blast it, Scrooga! Stop fussing over me! Keep staring, Outlander, and I'll repay the sacking of Orsinium twice over. A few scratches don't bother me. You, coming here, thinking you're better than us. Think again. Strong talk. Prove it. I bet my axe that any of my hunters could best you in a duel. Beat 3 of my hunters in duels and my axe is yours. No need. The loss of your dignity will be my reward.
Yeah, I don't have all day. My daggers are always willing to teach a lesson.
Why don't you face a real warrior? More than willing. It's been too long since I crushed an outsider's face.
So, I'm next? My daggers are always willing to teach a lesson. Well, what do we have here?
No need to gloat. I saw it all. Clearly, my hunters need more training. My word is as solid as this steel. Take my axe. Maybe someday you'll learn how to use it. Get out of here! You've worn out your welcome!
Good work humiliating my brother. He needed to be taken down a peg.
Hold it! Stop right there. No one enters. Chief Tazgul's orders. Bloodthorn cult. They're raising zombies all over the graveyard. I'm here to keep the people out until War Chief Tazgul arrives and crushes them all. Ha! An army? These are Breton zombies. Flimsy little bodies in the ground. They'll die easy. Still, if you feel like slaughtering cultists, I won't stop you. Start with the crypt in the center. I saw a few in there. You get into trouble, you're on your own. This was a Breton island, hundreds of years ago. War Chief Isgil and the Seamount Orcs wiped them out. The Seamounts were the fiercest raiders on the sea, until we settled here. Steel and stone, how could you ask? High, defensible cliffs, a view of all approaches from the fortress, fertile land for crops. What's not to like? Isgil's wives insisted we settle here, so we did. My orders are to watch them until they try to break out, or until Chief Tazgul gets here and cuts off their heads, that's all. An orc follows orders, even if they're stupid. We're not savages. We respect the enemy's dead. When an orc dies, he gets a cairn to mark where he fell, weapons atop it. We don't stick our dead in the ground like Bretons. Even so, we won't desecrate their graves.